We're coming up to Valentine's Day, the season of love, and I didn't think we ought to overcomplicate it. So instead, we're going to spend some time with a couple of the great, iconic love songs sung by one of the peerless interpreters of those songs, the great Carol Welsman. This song we owe to a fella called Murray Burnett, who actually rescued it from obscurity. It was written for a Broadway show of 1931 called Everybody's Welcome. And as my old friend Sammy Fain liked to say, everybody's welcome, but nobody came. Sammy left New York, went off to Hollywood and wrote I'll Be Seeing You and Love is a Many Splendid Thing and a bunch of other stuff. But this is one of the songs in the score that wasn't by him and instead is by a fella called Herman Hupfeld. And if you're wondering, Herman who? Well, his other big hit was when Yuba does the rumba on the tuba, which I'm not going to ask Carol to sing. One of the guys, as I said, one of the few people in the world who went to see Everybody's Welcome was a fella called Murray Burnett, who was a college boy. And he liked this song so much that 9 years later, when he was writing a play about a Mediterranean bar over on the other side of the world, and he needed a song for the guy at the piano in this bar to sing. He remembered this thing he'd heard a decade earlier. And the play went nowhere, and he sold the idea to Warner Brothers, and you're going to know what comes next. But Carol is going to set it up for us with this verse. And I'm sure you've done this verse in clubs and concerts, and people are kind of slightly spooked by it and wonder, well, what is this thing about? Where's it going? And then you've heard at the piano the great sigh of contentment when you get to the chorus and people know it's one of the great love songs of all time. Carol Welsman.
This day and age we're living in gives cause for apprehension, with speed and new invention and things like fourth dimension. But we get a trifle weary with Mr. Einstein's theory, so we must get down to earth at times, relax, relieve the tension. No matter what the future or what may yet be proved, the simple facts of life are such they cannot be removed. You must remember this: a kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date, and hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, and a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
Just marvelous, Carol. The fundamental things do still apply. You know, we all know that song. You played it for her. You can play it for me. If she can stand it, I can. And all the bogey Ingrid Bergman stuff. When a song is that well known, is it kind of hard to find your own perspective on it?
It is. In fact, I have to tell you that when the producer of the Benny Goodman tribute album suggested that song to me, I really was not overwhelmed with joy, except that when he said, "I'd love you to sing the verse." I had never heard the verse to it. So it was a real surprise for me, and it was quite refreshing for that reason. And so it made it a lot easier, and I love it now.
So it wasn't the woman needs man and man must have his mate. It was all that stuff about fourth dimension and Mr. Einstein's theory that sold you on the thing.
It really was, because I thought, wow, it was such a new thing to bring to the song after so many years of knowing it just as time goes by.
Yeah, it's it's a fantastic song, and it's one of those ones. It's one of those love songs that is so good. It makes you want to find a great love worthy of a song like that. It demonstrates its own point that the fundamental things do still apply. That's what's so great about it. Well, Carol's going to come back in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to do another one. Very different, another one of those great iconic love songs. And if music be the food of love, I've built up quite an appetite.